right, good stuff.
The sights, the sounds, the school spirit, the football. Get ready for Friday Frenzy with the WATE 6 on your side sports team, sponsored by Carson Newman University.
And hello, everyone. Hey, he's got the ring. We're back together. Look at you.
We're back like we never left. There we go.
We're back like we never left. That is right. Bo Williams along with Carlos Lopez. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, we got some good games going on tonight.
We got some great games.
We got some great games going on tonight.
We've been watching the scores. Each time we go through, there's a change. Before we go there, though, man. First, okay, bring the plate.
Okay. What do we got?
So we always do our little tailgate. So what we got tonight? We got the charcuterie, we got the meat, we got the cheese, we got the crackers, we got the 5-layer dip.
If this does not have aguacate or avocado, I am not eating it. But I believe it does.
There's guac in there.
There is guac in here.
At least that's what it said on the label.
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
That's what it's all about, man.
I'm ready.
Go. There, you ready now? You got your protein.
A little
snack right there. All right. Hey, before we get into the football, I got to ask you.
What?
Come on, man. If you didn't know, and a lot of you do, you made history, my friend.
Wow.
Last weekend, calling the University of Tennessee football. You and Fuad Reves in the booth, Spanish.
Yes, sir.
I mean, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Job well done. I turned the sound down on the TV and listened to you for a whole half. I was up in Detroit, but I had you on my phone listening to the game. Fantastic job. Just what was the feeling like?
Well, you know, I have to say it because everybody already knows where I stand and the reaction that everything's been getting. At the end of the day, God gets the credit for all this. The feeling when I was up there, after all the work that we've put in, videos, 30-second clips, doing other sports, you know, trying to get NFL games in their voiceover, and to be up there in the booth, looking down as the band is forming the Vols formation of the power team, my feeling was, am I really here?
Right.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
Dream come true.
If you didn't hear it, don't worry, because what we did is we put a GoPro in there, right? We had a GoPro in there.
I forgot about the GoPro.
Let's take a look.
10-11 segundos. Aquí viene Milton con una posición, con una formación amuñeñadita, con la pelota entregándosela por el medio del campo. Y aquí estamos agarrando grama, bailando salsa por la parte izquierda del campo y agarrando y Tennessee moviendo la pelota.
Oh man, what do you say, huh?
Wow.
How about that, man?
I knew
you forgot it was there.
I knew that Sam had come in at some point to set that up, but I completely forgot about it. And that was, I need those clips.
Yeah, hey. we got a lot of clips. That is for sure. But yeah, Sam Rothman, who we'll be hearing from here in a little bit. We'd gone to her earlier and said, listen, you're going to be up there. Make sure we get that in there. We want to make sure to capture our good friend in action.
You know, I do want to add this right here, and we're still in the month of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes, we are.
And for us to be able to do that, to have VFL Fuad Revez up there representing not only the country of Colombia, but represent what he's done, for the University of Tennessee. I think just a couple of weeks ago, his SEC longest field goal record was broken by the kicker at Missouri. We were just talking the way that we were feeding off each other. One of the best messages that I received was from a guy from Venezuela that does play-by-play in baseball. And if anybody knows Latin America and baseball, and you have a play-by-play baseball announcer send you a message and say, hey, for you all's first time to do this together, the way that you guys complimented each other was incredible. And what made me proud the most was after the game, we were getting messages from the country of Chile, Puerto Rico, Spain, Argentina, and both of our respective countries of Venezuela and Colombia.
Fantastic.
And that's what it's all about. One of the things that a lot of people might not understand is that you have other countries, people from other countries that come to the University of Tennessee to graduate, and then they go back to their respective countries to work on their field, and they still want to have that feeling that they're still part of the volunteer family, and that's what I wanted to do.
That is fantastic. And again, kudos going out to Donde Plowman, Danny White. The list goes on over at UT.
It's
for them creating this opportunity during a very important time, Hispanic Heritage Month, but also hopefully this is something we can build upon. We'll grow. And
Absolutely.
We'll keep our eye out for you, my friend.
The administration at the University of Tennessee, starting with Danny White and Dr. Monica LeBron and Alicia Longworth, head coaches there. The support has been unreal, and God is in control, and we'll see what the future holds.
All right.
Absolutely.
Right now, we got to talk some high school football, though.
Let's go. We got some great games.
Yeah, we do have some great games. Do a real quick recap of what happened on Thursday night.
Well, there are very few times that you get a rivalry game like this one. We got it tonight, Anderson County and Clinton. Mark Packer along with Austin Price. A better game than I think it really should have been.
Yeah, Anderson County kind of got off to this quick start. They got to stop on fourth down. Xavier James, nice pitch and catch. And that leads to a Nick Moog touchdown, 7-0 Mavs.
Yeah, 13-play, 70-yard drive to get things going. A short kickoff, and this helped.
Yeah, Jason Graham up the left side. Nice long return of over almost 50 yards. And that would set up Josh Keith doing what Josh Keith does. Scrambles, finds his man. That being Wesley Phillips. It's 7-6 after this blocked extra point.
Extra point is blocked. It's 7-6. Back come the Mavericks again. Pass across the middle. This was not the touchdown, but it was that Xavier James kid again.
And that leads to another Nick Moog touchdown. 14-6 late in the first half. Here come the Dragons. Going up top, Jawan Goins with a beautiful pitch and catch. That was on a third down. Now, last play of the first half, Booby Lavelle.
Lavelle again, the touchdown makes it 14-12. They go for two, and shockingly, we're at halftime, tied at 14. Second half, play of the game.
Yep, Xavier James, quick pitch and catch, makes a few guys miss. Then is he off to the races? Is he going to go? No, he's caught from behind. Jawan Goins pushes him out inside the 10-yard line, and that leads to, guess what? Another Nick Moog walk-in. It's 21-14 Mavs.
21-14, this the backbreaker, if you will. Moog goes 46 yards. He ends up the night 36 carries, 164 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 catches, 56 yards, and another touchdown. He's the player of the game. Nick Moog, 4 touchdowns. Final score, Anderson County wins the game 28-14.
Good stuff there. So a good Anderson County battle there between Clinton and Anderson County. Clinton still trying to get that W. It's been a while against Anderson County, but Mavericks looking good last night. They moved 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. They're continuing to do what they've been doing from last year.
Yeah.
Continuing that success, and you could tell last night.
Yeah. Hey, let's get you up to date. We're going to talk about what's going on tonight. Big game tonight. Obviously, the game of the week, Alcoa West. I know you got let's show it again.
Hey,
there's one of your 8
represent.
Alcoa rings.
We got to represent.
But taking on a West team, these are 2 unbeatens in West. Over the last few years, there's been a huge transformation at West. I mean, this has just become a powerhouse. These are reigning state champions, 5A and 3A. Alcoa obviously speaks for itself.
We won a couple.
Yeah, you've won a few. But West now starting to get into that mix when you think of these powerhouses.
Absolutely.
Just not in East Tennessee, but across the state. This was like a marquee matchup tonight.
Absolutely. You have 3A state champ, 5A state champ.
Yeah.
Last year, West takes the win. Now, Alcoa has that chip on their shoulder to want to get revenge.
Is it a revenge game though, or do you, as a coach, because you used to be an assistant over there at Alcoa, and used to play college football as well, Carson in Middle Tennessee? Do you go into a game thinking revenge, or or is that what we talk about, and that really you got to go in and clear your mind in a game like that?
Looking at it from a fan perspective, we do talk about it as a revenge game.
Yeah.
As a coach perspective, you want to take care of the little things.
Sure.
You want to take care of making no mistakes.
Yeah.
And right now, we're able to see that not a lot of mistakes have been made on the Alcoa side.
All right, well, let's tell you what. Let's get an update on our Casey K. She's covering the game of the week.
Hey, guys, it's Casey K checking in from our WATE Friday Frenzy game of the week. We got Alcoa at West tonight. Now aside from an 18-yard pass from Hunter Dance to Connor Cummings from West, the first half has been all Alcoa. Started out with a field goal, then they blocked a punt. Elijah Cannon ran that back for a touchdown. Second touchdown came from Cannon as well. They followed it up with one more. It's 24-7 at the break, and even though the score doesn't show it, it's been a lot of defense. The second quarter is when we really started seeing that offense pick up on the Alcoa side. Also, when West got their touchdown as well. But West has to do something coming out of the locker room if they want to get back in this for what we thought could have been the game of the year here tonight.
All right, Casey, thank you. Yeah, so Alcoa right now looking pretty good in this one. Still got a whole second half to play, and you're playing at West, so we'll see what the Rebels bring.
Anytime, especially playing away.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. When I was playing at Middle Tennessee, Rick Stockstill would always talk about the three phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams.
Sure.
The team that wins the special teams is going to come out victorious. And when you have, you're deep in your bag in your own end zone, and you block a punt, and you return it for a touchdown, special teams is going to play a big role right here, and they're doing just that.
I tell you what, and you're seeing that more and more at all levels of the game, whether it's the extra point, the field goal, the punting position, field position, special teams. It used to be special teams, you didn't talk a whole lot about it. But I think as the game becomes more level, the playing field, that's where it is won and lost. It used to be defense wins you championships. I'm starting to think special teams wins you
you're seeing
championships.
You're seeing it in every level.
Yeah.
You're seeing, look what we just got discussing, last time. The Missouri kicker hit a 61-yard field goal to win the game.
Yeah.
So you're talking about special teams is playing a huge role now in all aspects of football.
All right, another big game's going on tonight. You got Heritage taking on Halls Oak Ridge at Central. Hall's off to a fabulous start this season. Sports Director Reese Van Haften, those are two games he's been covering. Let's hear what he has to say right now with his latest.
Hey everyone, let's take a walk on Central High School's field here. I just rushed over from Halls, like literally rushed. Not driving over the speed limit though, of course, because Bo will get me in trouble if he reported that to me. But over at Halls, the Red Devils are up 10-7 at the break over Heritage. Pretty good game over there. Defensive battle, couple turnovers. Halls jumped out to a 10-0 lead. But then things got interesting when Heritage scored midway through the second quarter, make it 10-7, and that's where it is at the break. Heritage was driving with a few seconds left in the half. Interception was thrown, and 10-7 at the break. Now, I just got here to Central High School. Oak Ridge coming onto the field right now. As you can see, 21-7, the road team, Oak Ridge, leads this one. Not exactly sure what happened, but hey, we'll tell you what happens in the second half on Friday Frenzy. It should be a good one. This is one of the exciting games. I'm more surprised by game of the week, but I'm not sure if Carlos is there. I should ask Bo. But Carlos, Wildcats and Bobcats in Spanish. We all want to know.
Okay.
I think we already did that one before.
Let's run
we're not going to translate those gatos de Bob, but we can translate Wildcats.
Okay.
Gatos salvajes.
There you go.
We can translate that one.
There you go. There's your lesson of the week. Each week we'll bring you different mascots,
you know what?
right?
Each week we should do a Spanish phrase of the week.
We should. We should make sure that Reese uses it in his reports. That's what we need to do. All right, got other games we got to check up on. Bradley Central at Farragut. Brainerd at Webb. Sam Rothman, that's where she is tonight.
Hey guys, Sam Rothman here at Webb High School, where the Spartans are up big at halftime, 31-0. Look like they're rolling to yet another win. It's 7-0 on the season. That's if nothing crazy happens here in the second half. My first game I was at was Farragut at Bradley Central. Farragut jumping out to a 10-7 lead when I was there. I just checked. Now Bradley Central up 14-13, so that's one to keep your eye on. Looks like it's going to be a close one in the end. Also, look out for Tennessee commit Boo Carter. He's been all over the field tonight over at Farragut, so we'll have those highlights later tonight on the Friday Frenzy.
All right, Sam, thank you. So some more updates for you from the field. A lot of these games now moving into the third quarter, some now moving into the fourth, different starting times tonight. So let's jump in and find out what's going on.
Let's do it.
What do you say? All right, here's the latest for you right now. This is a good matchup. Bearden and Maryville right now. This was 7-7 until about the fourth quarter. Rebels taking a 7-point lead here in the fourth.
Maryville having not the year that people know Maryville will have, but, on top right now in the fourth quarter.
And that's a good Bearden team this year.
Yes.
The Bulldogs are a tough team this year. We'll see if this one stays the way it is or if Bearden's able to tie it up here, and we'll see how this plays out. All right, William Blount. Here's another team that has been
continuing to do what,
on a roll.
Absolutely.
49-0. Union County, it has been a tough season for Union County. That is for sure. But William Blount, they're looking good this season. That is for sure, as we kind of keep with that Blount County theme, if you will, going from Maryville to Blount to William Blount.
Do you think they're ever going to combine Alcoa and Maryville in some Blount County schools? Maybe Alcoa and Maryville can combine and have one team?
Oh, my gosh.
They would have to probably play national schedule.
Yeah, that would be, man, that'd be something, wouldn't it? That would be, think of the depth on those teams. Oh, my goodness. All right, Webb right now. We're going to take this full for a second. I got to take, oops, I took the wrong thing. Hang on a second. We got to take the, we'll bring it back here. I'm just going to step out here and get a drink of water. But, hey, Webb right now, 38-0 on Brainerd. Sequoia right now trailing big against Hickson, 42-6.
And then we have right here Oakdale, Coalfield, 21-8 over Oakdale. And then you have Jefferson County over Morristown West. Take it over right there, Bo. Seymour.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Seymour down 21-13.
My school's got to catch a break at some time.
Yeah, you do.
We need a W.
Well, this is a close game against
we
South
need a
Green
W
right now, so 8-point difference. So we'll see how this one plays out. Oak Ridge, that's where Reese was tonight. Oak Ridge having a great season, too.
Having a fantastic season.
Cats on the road, up by a touchdown right now against Central. Central just up the street from us here.
Yeah.
So not too far away, that game in the third. Farragut, this is close, down by 1. Oh, we just got an update. Let's scroll it back down. There it is. Still 21-20. That game in the third. This could go either way. And Bradley Central's a good team.
I see 21-20. Maybe a little special teams play in there. Didn't go the right way, or maybe win for 2 and we missed that on. But
well, Bradley Central, that's we're talking about Maryville.
Yeah.
They beat Maryville this year. So we'll see what happens.
Got a close game
at home out in West Knoxville. How about Heritage? How about this one? This is
they do have a
eyebrow
coach.
raiser. Yeah.
They do have a coach that came from the University of Tennessee, and they're doing great this year.
Battle of the Red H's, if you look at the logos there. Heritage up 21-17. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
That's an exciting game. Fulton also looking to try to turn things around. 22-14 right now. They're up in the second half against South Doyle. Good matchup in South Knoxville tonight. So
close game. They got to keep it up.
Yeah. Powell tonight up by 17, taking on Carnes. That game at Carnes tonight in the third quarter. Well, there's the Oak Ridge. Well, we keep getting these. Oh, whoa. Hey, there we go. 14-14.
we already talked about that. Bearden's got a great team.
Yeah.
Look what they did against Alcoa. Look what Alcoa's continuing to do year in and year out. 14-14, fourth quarter. Who's going to take it?
That'd be big. And remember, who was it? West won at Maryville. That was the first time a Knoxville team. Could we see another Knoxville team win down in Maryville?
We will see it a little bit.
Going down to the wire. There's the William Blount score. Again, Jefferson County, 20-10. Let's keep updated on some of these other ones here. There's the Oak Ridge game, 28-14. Fulton, 30-14 now. So Fulton extending their lead. Good stuff there for Fulton fans. Powell up now 34-10. Again, this just updated, so some of these scores are changing. Midway right now trailing big to Oliver Springs. That's not even close. That's a halftime score.
That's a halftime score. I don't know what they have to do, but they're going to have to do a little regroup.
Well, as you always have preached, this is where you find a character of a team. For Midway, don't just go out there and lay down. Come back out there, continue to play, put some points on the board. We saw it with Union County a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and you're seeing this. A lot of the media thing that a lot of the coaches talk about. You have to finish the game.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever happens, just lay it all on the field.
Well, there's lessons to be learned outside of football with that, too. So, Volunteer losing to David Crockett 31-6 right now. Cherokee up 21-7 on Granger. Central down, that's Central Bulldogs down 14-7 to Polk County. Sweetwater tonight taking on Chattanooga Central, 14-10.
Bo might leave us, and he might be the head coach over there at Sweetwater.
That's your old stomping grounds, right?
No, Seymour.
Oh, you were Seymour. I always get Seymour and Sweetwater
Seymour's my old stomping grounds, but they do have a similar S.
Yes, they do.
They do have a similar S.
I always get that mixed up every week. All right, Greenback Rock. You have to wear a shirt that says Seymour.
I'm gonna. You know what? I might do that next week. Represent my school.
You bring like a helmet. Let's have you in the helmet. Greenback and Rockwood tied at 14. Good game there at the break. Let's continue to scroll down here for a second. Sweetwater.
What?
There we go. Chucky Doak 20-6 over Claiborne. That game up in Claiborne County tonight. Daniel Boone over Cott County. 21-0 at the break. There's that Alcoa West game. No change now. We know that one's in the third quarter.
That's in the third quarter.
24-7, though, is what we're assuming is still the score. We'll have to see if we get an update here the next time it refreshes. How about this, though? How about Austin East? You know?
Hey.
Roadrunners.
And this is surprising because Grays has a great staff, has a great team. So for Austin East to be up right there, good for them.
And on the road, too.
Absolutely.
By two scores right now. So we'll see if Grace Christian can battle back at home in that one. Gallenberg-Pittman. Man, that's one of those programs that you think Maryville, Alcoa, West. Gallenberg-Pittman needs to be thrown into these mixes. They're not winning state titles every year, but they always put on a good program.
They are
a competitive team.
They are very successful. They do have the admin they have up there and the coaches that they have on staff. They're building leaders.
Yeah,
they're building leaders over there.
Hey, just noticed here, South Doyle now starting to battle back here. So Fulton was up. Now that lead has been cut to 8. So Fulton up 30-22 right now over South Doyle. So that one's going to be a ball game coming down to the wire. Let's see here. We continue to scroll down. Let's get some more. Austin East, Gallenberg-Pittman. We just brought you Sullivan East and Greenville. Green Devils. 41-0 right now. I mean, that's just a tough team, especially at Greenville. That's just always a tough team
at Greenville. I'm glad that game didn't get canceled.
Yeah.
Like the Greenville-Alcoa game.
Yeah. That's one of those games that everybody was looking forward to.
They're still thinking about that over there.
Yeah. Mother Nature had other ideas on that one. Northview and Carter.
Hey.
Yeah. And you know some people over Northview, right?
I got some ties to Northview. I taught there for 2 years.
Yeah.
They have their head coach that came from Catholic. They're having a great season.
And that's another one of those programs, especially this season, is kind of they're quietly taking care of business.
Let me scroll up real quick because I think I just saw 21-19.
21-19.
Seymour Eagles are on the come up. We're in the fourth quarter. We got to make a run for it right here.
Spoken like a true alum. There you go, man. In the fourth. Yeah, that is coming down to special teams.
Yeah, it is coming down.
That game is definitely coming down to special teams. Let me see if I can frame this up a little bit better. All right, let's go down here to the bottom, and we'll kind of run through everything. But let's see. Carter, again, okay. Cloudland, North Green, 24-8. Hardin Valley, Sevier County, Smoky Bears up right now, 12-7 at the break. That was the last report. Loudon and Kingston. This is a good ball game here.
Halftime 7-7.
Yeah. Catholic trailing Montgomery Bell, the Big Red, 14-6. Last update in the second quarter there. And then CAK trailing 36-8 in the second quarter. Still plenty of time. It's a game of 2 halves. York Institute, 14-10 over Oneida. Right when we get toward the bottom.
Right till we get towards the bottom. It's always
all the way back down. Pigeon Forge, Johnson County, no score from the last update. Was a first quarter score. I'll have to see if we can get something new there. Cosby, Jellicoe, Tellico Plains, Harriman. Still a bunch of goose eggs up there. Kings right now in a scoreless tie. Stone Memorial at home against Livingston. Nothing there. And then Scott, the Highlanders taking on Whitley County. Zip. So we'll go back
some of these games have had a late start, so that's probably why we haven't had any.
Sure. But we know weather is not going to be a factor.
Not today.
It should not be a factor for anybody. Actually, a great night for football. We're going to come back and check on some of these scores here in just a moment. We do want to recognize this week's Player of the Week. Maryville quarterback Will Jones, the freshman, starting his first game. By the way, this was against Hardin Valley. 12-15, 240 yards, 4 touchdowns for a freshman. And to step in for a program like Maryville and to put up some big numbers.
When you have a freshman to step up on a 6A program that's as successful as Maryville High School is, to perform the way that he's doing, that kid has a future.
Yes, he does. Here's KCK.
7 p.m. hits last Friday. You're the starter coming out for the Rebels. What's running through your mind in that moment?
A lot of confidence, just because my coaches can trust me and my teammates have my back.
Several other quarterbacks have been out on the field for Maryville this season, but you're the only freshman that's been out there who's been able to take over those starting duties. Did you feel the pressure at all come down on you?
Nah, I just really go out there and have fun. That's all I do.
The stat line for you is pretty impressive. Doesn't seem like it was your first start at all. 12 of 15 passing, 240 yards, 4 touchdowns, and not to mention that was all in one half alone. When you came off the field on Friday night, what were you the most proud of?
Just being able to do whatever I can to help the team win. I just love Maryville. I just do whatever I can to help them win.
I know Casey Cobble has been injured these past few weeks. Did he give you any advice for starting at quarterback?
Just pouring confidence into me. That's about it. Just after the touchdown passes, he's always there to celebrate with me.
I'm sure you imagined growing up that one day you'd be able to start right here. You said you love Maryville, so I'm sure it's been on your mind that one day you'd be the starter on this field right here. Did you think that it would go down like it did with such a successful night for yourself?
No, not really. Just watching Friday nights as I grew up. Just always wanted to be out here. I just went out there and had fun.
Congratulations, Will. You're our WAT Player of the Week. Congrats, guys. Give him some love.
Still love how Casey just gets out of the way real quick so he doesn't get run over.
That is what it's all about. Casey does not want anybody to step on her toes. You go, girl.
All right, real quick, let's go back and check on some of the big scores that we've been following for you before we let you go. Again, Bearden and Maryville tied 14-14. This one's going to come down to the wire, I think, Carlos.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a good one to watch tonight. Seymour, nope, still 21-19.
Woo! You scared me there a little bit. I said, update, we're up.
You stopped breathing for a second. You're like, wait a minute. It's kind of like when we were kids and you'd watch the bottom screen, like, is my school closed today? And then you'd come up and you go, oh, no.
And then now, you know, the school closing prank is going around, and we're like, nope, we got to go to school.
We got to go to school. 55-0. William Blount continues to pour it on right now in their game. Jeffco still up by 3 on Hamlin West. That's a good game. Farragut, this is another one we got to watch, 21-20 in the third. Again, we're going to have a lot of highlights coming up for you tonight. Halls has regained the lead against Heritage. Heritage was up last time we checked, 21-17. Now it's 24-21. This could be a seesaw game this whole second half.
The battle of the H's. We'll see who's going to come on top.
Right. And still looking at 24-7. Last update, third quarter. There you go. Tornadoes and the West Rebels. 2 unbeatens, 2 defending state champions going head-to-head. Alcoa, they said today when we had the interviews today during our 5 and 6 o'clock newscast, it wasn't a revenge game, but in the back of your head.
As a fan, as a parent, you know, when you lose the year before, you want to come on top on this week.
Oak Ridge, 28-14, still up by 2 scores. Fulton still up by 8 on South Doyle, but as we showed you, South Doyle starting to close the gap there a little bit. Powell and Carnes still all Powell at this point. Oliver Springs in control. Granger, Cherokee. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Sweetwater, 14-10. That's a close game.
Close game.
At the break there. I think everything else is pretty much what we saw earlier. Austin East still up by 2 scores there at Grace Christian. All right, so we're going to have all the scores and the highlights for you coming up, as always, on Friday Frenzy. The whole sports team, Reese Van Haften, Sam Rothman, who just walked behind us a few moments ago, and Casey K with the game of the week. They'll have the full recap at 11:14. Carlos, my friend, congratulations, buddy, first of all. And you know what? I got to point this out because you and I sat down. We did a story with Bob Kessling before the first game.
We did.
And I mentioned this to you before we parted ways before the last game. Kessling said, you know, there's a long tradition of the play-by-play announcers have had UT ties. You got a second master's at UT.
Yes.
You have kept that going.
Yes, we have kept that going.
And you and Fuad with the UT connection, so it's still all in the family.
He's a UT guy. I guess people are calling me now a VFL, even though I did have a question of that. So are you a VFL if you played athletics, if you played football, or are you a VFL if you just graduated?
I think if you went to the University of Tennessee, I'm looking at Greg. Greg, are you a VFL?
Yeah. You're a VFL.
You're a VFL.
So if you
went to the University of Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah. You're involved for
people
life.
are calling me VFL. You know, I love it, but I do want to say that this was, and I've said it before, if you wear that power tee with pride,
you're involved.
And you love Tennessee the way that we do, you made history as well.
Yeah, that is
absolutely.
For sure. That is for sure. Well put. And hey, don't forget before we leave you here, the sports team, they'll be putting up all the information on WAT.com where you can vote for week 7, week 8? I don't even know where we are. Player of the week. So don't forget to take part in that, and they'll have the big announcement next week.
Because next week I'm wearing all 8 of them.
Oh, my goodness. Be sure to join us then next Friday. Good night, everyone. Don't forget, Friday Frenzy at 11:14.
Buenas noches.
Hey everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers. Looks mainly clear overnight tonight. Comfortable as well. Some mid to upper 50s for the plateau into Kentucky. And we're close to 60 here in Knoxville. Again, there could be some areas of fog developing like we've seen the past couple of mornings, and most likely near some of the waterways, the rivers, the lakes. The water temperature on the surface warmer than the surrounding air, so you get that fog to develop. Otherwise, sunshine returns tomorrow afternoon, and it's warm, upper 70s to low 80s for many on the plateau into Kentucky, northeast Tennessee as well, while the central and southern valley is in the mid 80s with sunshine. Got some tailgating to do tomorrow. No worries whatsoever. Mostly sunny, 84, cooling into the upper 70s by 7, and that'll lead us into about 77 degrees at game time, a 7:30 kickoff, and dropping into the upper 60s by the end of the game, and it's going to stay clear and mild. Enjoy it. Got plans Sunday? No problems. Again, sunshine, low to mid 80s out there. But that dry trend is going to continue right into next week, not looking at much way of opportunity for rain till we get to the end of next week. So a week from today, rain chances go up a little bit, but temperatures go down. To see how much cooler it'll be next week, you can get the latest 7-day forecast at WATE.com.